Key factors that led to Celtics Game 1 win in NBA Finals. Number 1, each player doing their roles. The Boston again remained the same: persistent shot making, solid defense, and help from a deep rotation. Every player who played significant minutes, which was too much for the Mavericks to handle. Number 2, locked on defense against Luka. They played Doncic straight up and forced his teammates to make contested shots. Boston had Drew Holiday, Derek White, and Jaylen Brown, all solid one-on-one defenders who did their assignments effectively. They baited Luka into shooting more and passing less. Doncic had 1 assist, tying his season low, uncharacteristic for a player who had at least 5 assists in every playoff game. As a result, the Mavericks didn't see open three-pointers and therefore shot 7 for 27 from deep and finished with their fewest point total in the postseason. Number 3, the Kristaps Porzingis effect. Coming off the bench in his return to action, Kristaps Porzingis provides a huge spark in Boston's win over Dallas. Porzingis, back from a strained right calf, entered to a roar with 7:17 left in the first quarter and his team trailing 12-11. Over what remained in that quarter, Porzingis lit up the Mavericks for 11 points. He outscored Dallas in Boston's 26-8 close to that period, adding 7 more points in the 5:41 he played in the second quarter. Porzingis was plus 15 in 13 minutes by halftime and had outscored the entire Mavericks bench 22 for through 3 quarters. That included a sequence deep in the third after Dallas had scratched back to within 72-64. To trips later, Porzingis attempted a three-pointer, missed, and broke toward the basket. His size helped defensively too, contending with Dallas' big options up front, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, to combine for just 10 points and 8 rebounds, while clogging space where the Mavs' dynamic guards generally like to drive. Number 4, Kyrie Irving's silent performance. Mavericks' situation begged for a strong answer from Irving, who usually delivers when presented with these motivational forces. Instead, Irving's answer was meek, with 12 points, missing all 5 of his three-pointers as he never put the Celtics on alert. "It's basketball at the end of the day," Irving said. "I thought it was going to be a little louder in here." Irving didn't step on the Lucky Leprechaun logo at midcourt, as he did in his first game back in Boston. It was strange to see Irving struggle for the first time in this postseason. Irving had only 2 assists, and when he did shake his defender, he often failed to finish. Boston relied on their great defensive ball pressure and one-on-one defenders. Every time Irving gets an isolation, 2 or 3 people are waiting for him to get in there. Number 5, Celtics made big stops. The single coverage thrown at Luka and Kai meant the other Mavericks had to create shots. That didn't go too well, especially for centers Derek Lively II and Daniel Gafford were silenced. Lively had his most frustrating night since the Mavericks elevated him in the rotation. 5 fouls, 5 rebounds, to points for someone who averaged a double-double in the playoffs. "They were good tonight," Dallas coach Jason Kidd said. "I think this is the best team in the NBA, and they are for a reason. They play their style of basketball at a high rate. We have to be better."